So what happens in the scenario where you get dumped? You want to go no contact with the person in order to try and maximize your chances of getting them back, but you either have kids together, maybe you live together, maybe you own a house together. There's literally no way to completely cut off contact. What do you do in that scenario? So let's talk about it. And first I want to say that I've actually been in this scenario. My now ex-wife asked for a divorce almost 4 years ago, and we have 3 kids together, and at the time we also owned a house together. So I've been in this exact scenario. So what you want to do here is what's called limited contact, where you don't engage in any conversation other than the absolute things that you have to talk about. Kids' schedules, clothing, lunches, kids are sick, that kind of thing. There's no small talk, there's no chit chat, there's no hey, are you seeing anybody? There's none of that. And if they try and engage you in small talk or chit chat, but it doesn't seem like it's going to go in a romantic direction, I would either choose to ignore those comments, or I might say something like, I do love talking with you, I do love our connection, but it's clear that you want to move on, and so I need to move on and let go. And it's harder for me to do that if we're engaging on a friendly basis beyond the things that we absolutely have to talk about. But if you think it might potentially go in a romantic direction, then I would say, hey, I'd love to talk about this further in person. Can we go out this Friday? And then see what they do with that information. If they say, yeah, that sounds great, then okay, you know that that's a potential in, and you can end the limited contact and kind of try and build on that. And if they're vague or wishy-washy or non-committal, then you clearly know where they stand, and I wouldn't waste any more time on it. And then I would resort back to that explanation I just mentioned a second ago if you feel like you need to say that to them in order to kind of keep the non-committal chit-chat to a minimum.